Imagine a ship. Now imagine replacing a plank of wood. Is it still the same ship? Replace another plank and another. What happens when every single piece is replaced? Is it still the same ship? This question forms the heart of the Ship of Theseus paradox. This thought experiment challenges our understanding of identity, change, and what makes something what it is. The Ship of Theseus isn't just an ancient riddle, it's a question that still resonates today. The paradox takes its name from the Greek hero Theseus. Theseus, known for slaying the Minotaur, sailed on a remarkable ship. Upon his return to Athens, the Athenians preserved his ship. They replaced rotting planks to maintain the ship's glory. Over time, every piece was replaced. This act of preservation sparked a debate. Was this refurbished vessel still the same ship Theseus sailed? The Ship of Theseus paradox isn't about shipbuilding, it's about identity. If an object has all its parts replaced, is it still the same object? The paradox challenges our intuition. We tend to think of objects as consistent things, yet the ship, slowly changing over time, disrupts this notion. What makes the ship throughout these changes? Is it the structure, its purpose, or is it something else entirely? The paradox deepens if we imagine gathering the old planks. Could we build a second ship, identical to the first? Which one, then, would be the true Ship of Theseus? The paradox highlights the difficulty of defining identity when dealing with gradual change. Philosophers have wrestled with the Ship of Theseus for centuries. Heraclitus, a pre-Socratic philosopher, argued that change is constant. He famously said, "No man ever steps in the same river twice." Just as the river flows and changes, so too do objects. Aristotle approached the paradox by distinguishing between an object's matter and its form. The ship's matter might change, but its form, its design and purpose as a ship remains. This essence, Aristotle argued, is what makes the ship the same, regardless of physical alterations. Thomas Hobbes offered a materialistic perspective. He suggested that the identity of Theseus's ship is tied to its continuous physical history. Even if parts are replaced, as long as there's a direct physical connection to the original ship, it remains Theseus's ship. Philosopher David Lewis proposed the idea of temporal parts. He argued that objects exist as a series of temporal stages. Each stage is distinct, but together they form the object's existence through time. This approach suggests that both the constantly changing ship and the ship built from the old planks have equal claim to being the Ship of Theseus, just at different points in time. The Ship of Theseus isn't confined to ancient Greece. It pops up in modern discussions about technology, identity, and even popular culture. Consider a smartphone. We replace batteries, screens, and buttons, yet we still consider it the same phone. The paradox also has implications for personal identity. We grow and change physically and mentally throughout our lives. Are we still the same person we were 10 years ago? The Ship of Theseus compels us to consider what aspects of ourselves are fundamental to our identity and what changes we can undergo while remaining essentially us. The paradox even appears in popular culture. The TV series Doctor Who features a time-traveling alien who regenerates into a new body when near death. Is the Doctor still the same person despite the physical changes? This question of continuous identity across drastic transformations directly mirrors the Ship of Theseus dilemma. The Ship of Theseus, though ancient, remains relevant. It forces us to confront fundamental questions about identity, change, and what makes something what it is. In a world of constant technological advancement and personal growth, understanding the nuances of identity is more important than ever. The Ship of Theseus, with its simple yet profound question, continues to guide us as we navigate the complexities of identity in a constantly changing world.